hook up with her.
Yeah, right.
That sounds very interesting. I hope, are you going to be doing anything at
You bet. We're working on that now. But, you know, we were talking about Randy Bernard earlier, and you're right. He does listen. He stayed last night after the event at the museum, and a fan just walked up to say hello and thank you, and introduce himself, and Randy stopped, turned around, and stood there and talked to him for like 15 or 20 minutes more while everybody else was leaving. He's one of the good guys, and he's got good ideas, but it's a combination of a lot of good ideas. I mean, Terry Angston has been working so hard as with all the others on the team, but now there's this freedom and energy and enthusiasm and support to really activate some of these ideas. So that's what's exciting for this.
I think the advantage of it, as you said, Terry's worked diligently and had some things that some of them through the economy collapsing that they didn't work, but I think Terry has reinvigorated all these guys. Look what's happening.
Well, but I think going back to what Terry's group is doing, what Randy's doing, what Terry Angston's doing, everybody, as I say, is in the boat. They're rowing in the same direction now. You know, we've put to rest a lot of the angst, a lot of the animosity, a lot of the, oh well, I want it for the good old days. I saw the helmet that we're bringing a bunch of helmets that are decked out for all the bases that we go to leave it with the troop commander. And on the back, and it was my first chance to see it, was the IndyCar logo. We all know the, you know, the red, white, and blue IndyCar. But I gotta tell you, all the little hairs in the back of my neck stood up, and instead of Indy Racing League, it just says IndyCar. That's a subtle change, but it's an important change. And this is what's happening is Randy's not just a big picture guy. What he's done is he's come in and he's taken the little items, the big one. I'll share with you both the story. Last year, remember during qualifying for the pole, you know, we had the countdown clock the first day. And Randy watched it from the Eyes on Performance pit, and he was, you know, it's his first experience. And I made mention, I just said, you know, I said, because we kept saying, you know, how much time's left? Wouldn't it be great if they had the countdown clock during that final hour on the video screens? I go the next day, what's up on the video screens? That was the extent of the conversation. But this guy is a total workaholic. You know, when he first came on board, what did he tell us? He's drinking from a fire hose, right? Well, I'll tell you what, he has absorbed it, and I think, at least for me, I got caught up in a lot of old animosities. I got stale because I spent so much time trying to defend positions. What he did is he taught me that, look, throw all that out the window. Let's just be happy and let's celebrate what we've got going forward. Let's bring the people that were with us in the past, but let's not just rely upon them.
They mentioned today that, I forget the gentleman's name, that the Versus audience has grown quite well. I said it was like 40% increase last year over the year before.
Yeah.
It is making headway, even though people are saying, well, you know, it's only 62 million homes in my comment. When was the last time 62 million people left?
Well, but look, and those of you that know me and read my blog site, you know I've said this before. A deal is a deal is a deal, all right? The reason we got into this deal is because nobody else wanted us. All right, so you can sit here and you can write all you want about how, well, it should be on NBC, it should be on ABC. They said, no thanks, we'll pass. Versus came on, and he's something being serendipitous. Nobody knew that Comcast was going to go out and purchase NBC when the Versus deal for 10 years was up. Now all of a sudden we are on the horizon with an entire new group that once the Department of Justice agrees to allow this to happen, I think the biggest problem Versus has is the name itself. And we have been told that it's going to be changed to NBC Sports Channel. Okay? Perception is reality. You know, I mean, my girlfriend did this to my fiance, goes in all the time and says, yeah, well, what are you going to do? You get married 3 times, now I just bought a house, paid cash, and gave it to her, you know. She couldn't even pronounce it. You know, well, you work for Versi? You work for what? You You say NBC Sports Channel. I'm not saying that ESPN isn't a good partner, but ESPN is not getting the job done because their first alliance, as it should be, is with NASCAR. So we are an afterthought. We are the truck series for their sprint series. Versus, this is the only game in town, and I think that they're open and there's a lot of solid input on Randy's part. There's a lot, it's a partnership. I think the next thing that has to be done, and people like Theresa are the ones that are on the cutting edge of it. I don't know how to toot, twat, tweet, I don't know what it is. All right? But you got Twitter, you got Facebook, you got YouTube. These are the things, I have bought everything I can afford to buy. Of course, my 3 ex-wives have it all. So the target demographic, they're not even watching ESPN. They're going to YouTube. So what we have to do is we're on the brink, and the possibility exists with this West Coast initiative that they announced. We got an opportunity to be the first sport to go totally viral. To be the first sport to go and be on the cutting edge. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, Hulu, whatever it might be. And I think that if we get the right people in there, and us old farts, allow them to do it, okay? It's like when the Roman Catholic Church went from Latin to English. I remember my grandmother saying, thank you for at least leaving the holy water. You know, let them go do it, because we have the most exciting sport. It fits that cutting edge because of the technology. As Win Ekman said a couple of years ago when he was here and qualified for the Indy 500, remember that? I just want to go fast. That's what we got going for us.
And Jamie Davis, the president of Versus, is right behind it. He's let you guys do, I mean, I talked to Terry, I said, you get any points? No.
No.
Whatever you want.
Well, no, we do get told by Jan Beekes all the things that we do wrong. You
Of
know.
course. That's nice to have somebody keep it.
Where's he from?
Where's Jan from? The planet Uranus. No. The great part about our group is they are a diverse group of people with different opinions and we're not afraid. We do genuinely like each other. All right, it's not like Howard Cosell and Don Meredith. But it is fun, because what do you guys do when you're sitting at home on the couch? Oh, I think he's doing this. What are you on drugs? He's doing this. What do you do? It does, and the other thing is, it isn't. I wish we could get Bobby Unser and Sam Posey back. Sam, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Oh my God, Bobby. I'm going to talk to Kevin Cogan right now. Kevin, this is Sam. Have you got a minute to talk? I don't think so, Sam. I'm a little busy right now. Let's make it. Let's go have some fun with it. All right. And I think that, you know, this is where the other thing I will tell each and every one of you, and every time I visit with you, I've said this: your voice is being heard more than ever before at the time. Don't just write in when you got a complaint. Don't just write in when you got an idea. Those of us that are in the business, every once in a while you appreciate just a thank you. You know, just a attaboy. You're doing a good job. Email Randy and just say, hey, I want to tell you I'm on your team. Go get him.
And he will, and he is.
Yeah.
All right. Again, your website for the ladies.
You realize that I was her first?
You dropped the camera again.
It was really good.
Your
website for the ladies who want to join you is?
It's www.trackchic.com.
Sign up, ladies. And you guys, you never know. You go to the meetings, like, ooh, you might meet somebody.
Give me a lug nut.
It's a great way to be there.
That's the name of the band.
She's taking it, all right?
Baseball.
She's not even paying attention.
I'm looking at this.
There's different classifications though. There's a sports car lug nut. There's a Lamborghini lug nut. And then there's an 18-wheeler lug nut.